I messed up. Hello there. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mikey K. Today, a video game called Cult of the Lamb releases. Cult of the Lamb is a very cutesy game with a dark twist. You play as this adorable little lamb, and you fight horrid monsters, and you start a cult. So this kind of juxtaposition has caught the attention of a lot of people. I played through the demo. It's lovely. One of the things that stood out to me is the music and how good the music is. So Cult of the Lamb is published by a company called Devolver Digital. It's made by a company called Massive Monster, and the music is produced by someone named Riverboy. And Riverboy has really done an absolute fantastic job with this. He's done such a good job with the soundtrack that it inspired me to kind of make my own song about Cult of the Lamb, drawing inspiration from what he's done and adding my own kind of twist to it and try to make it be more of a normal song and less of a video game soundtrack. That's not a slight in any way. Video games are filled with music like boss battles, fight music, adventuring music, themes for when you're at home and when you're safe, title music, and none of this kind of fits the natural scope of just a normal song like you might hear on the radio or on Spotify or something along those lines. So that's what I set out to do. The problem is that I failed horribly. I failed so terribly. So before I break down the colossal failures and what led up to that, let's just take a step back and take a little look at the song and see what happened. So I'm gonna push play just for the little intro here, and we'll see what the foundation was. You know, and honestly, it's simple, but I didn't think it was that bad. It was certainly workable, and by the time you get to the instrumental and the chorus, there were some things that were pretty cool there. So, you know, was it the best instrumental track of all time? No, absolutely not. But it was workable. Something could have come from it. Here's where the failure really happened.
Back from the dead, now I'm here to stay. Gather round, little friends, hear what I have to say.
That's not good. For the amount of time I spent singing, how could it possibly sound that bad in a song? And it gets worse.
This is my cult. You are my flock. I will protect you, for I am your rock.
Did you hear the high-pitched, like, little cute cult follower voices in the background, which really, that was the idea, but it just sounded like little chipmunky things. I mean, obviously I'm an amateur, obviously, right? Like that's clear as day. But what happened that really made the song collapse? And there are parts of the song that, as I mentioned, I do think are pretty good. I thought the instrumental track, simple, but it would have worked for what it was, which was a cutesy song about a video game. It didn't need to be anything fancy. And honestly, it sounded okay. Could have been better, yes, for sure, but it wasn't terrible. I think that part was acceptable. I think the failures happened creatively and technically in other ways. I don't know if I really could have got the result that I wanted today. Maybe in 3 months or 6 months or a year I'll be able to, and that's the greater lapses on the technical front. The truth is, I'm garbage in front of a microphone. Now, it's easy if I'm just talking here, but singing in front of a microphone is much more challenging. It's just something that's not terribly easy. You know, another thing that I'm just frankly speaking not that great at is putting lyrics into a song. And of course, the fact that I'm far from the world's greatest singer doesn't help the cause at all. My singing isn't where it needs to be, and so I'm trying to, frankly speaking, polish a turd. So I have a lot of work to do, and that's okay. The point of the matter is that first you have to stumble, and you're not gonna really move at all. You're just gonna stay there stuck, and then eventually you'll crawl, and then walk, and then run. And it takes time. It takes time and effort in order to get to that point. And there's no substitute for it. There's no shortcuts. It's just having the discipline to show up and put the work in. And well, that's what I'm prepared to do when it comes to this music stuff. So how do you know when you're good enough, when you've made it? I think that with almost everything, there's a certain bar of quality, a standard of quality that needs to be hit. And once you hit it, you'll know when you get there. Then everything kind of opens up and becomes much easier. For me right now, when it comes to music, obviously I am below that standard of quality. And it's disappointing. You know, this is the first time I have ever sang on camera. And obviously I wanted it to go better than it did. I want to entertain people. I don't want to let them down. But I'm not there yet. I just simply cannot do it. I do not have that skill to put together a song at that level. For right now, compared to where I want to be, I am not there. I have not hit that bar. If I look around YouTube, I see people who are fantastic singers who can also produce, and why can't that be me too? Well, it can be. The same way you can reach your goals, as long as you keep after it and you don't give up. So, am I, frankly speaking, a little bit embarrassed to be putting out this video? Yes. Is this the video that I wanted to put out? No. I wanted this awesome, cutesy video with riffing off this video game release, but I can't deliver that today. And that has to be okay. It's the journey. And honestly, from where I started to what you heard today is an exponential leap forward. And if I can exponentially leap forward 2 or 3 more times, hey, I'll be there. And then when there's big video game releases or movies or cool things happening within culture that are kind of momentous, well, I might be here on this YouTube channel with a song for you. So thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. I'm on a mission to write a hit song. I want to get good at this, and I hope you'll join me on that journey. So please subscribe or hit the bell if you really want to. I've never hit the bell in my life. I use YouTube every day. Why would I want a notification? Well, you do what's right for you. I don't know.